Petr Yan is back. The Russian dismantled Figueiredo at the UFC tournament in Macau. The UFC Fight Night 248 tournament has just ended in Macau. The popular Russian fighter Petr Yan performed in the main event of the evening. He shared the octagon with Brazilian representative Deiveson Figueiredo. The fight lasted the entire distance. After 5 rounds of the fight, the judges gave the victory to Yan by unanimous decision. We invite you to study Petr's magnificent performance in detail. First round. A difficult start. Figueiredo did not waste time on the shooting and made an elegant transfer at the 25th second of the fight. For almost 2 minutes, the Brazilian controls the situation, holding Petr canvas. But at the equator of the segment, Yan changes the situation and takes a position from above. Petr throws punches, indicates activity, which, by the way, Figueiredo did not do during his control. The round turns out to be difficult. However, Yan is still better than the opponent. According to G-Fight data, the Russian takes the starting 5 minutes with a 55% probability. The middle of the fight is a declass performed by Yan. In the second and third round, Petr Yan is gaining momentum. He keeps the fight in a stand-up position and begins methodically breaking Figueiredo down by floor. Yan feints a lot, punches front kicks and low kicks. Figueiredo looks pale against the background of his opponent. This is reflected in the statistics. Yan took out a total of 89 punches during these wounds, while Figueiredo had 58. At the same time, Petr delivered 74 shots to the target, and Deiveson only 32. A confident ending. In the fourth round, Figueiredo tries to fight, but he gets stuck at the net. Deiveson is not very active. Petr breaks the distance and returns the fight to the rack. There is a great uppercut from Yan. The Brazilian withstands the heaviest hits. The Russian pushes geographically. Figueiredo responds only with explosions without hits. There are a lot of clinches in the fifth round, a short-range cut. The guys attack each other acutely. But Yan is more active. 31-9 on a precise strikes to the head in favor of Petr and 5-0 on kicks to the legs. Figueiredo, on the other hand, focuses on body 8-5 in favor of the Brazilian in this indicator. But it does not bring him any special dividends. We track the final rounds in the Stats Fight application using the course of the fight screen, where the total superiority of the Russian is perfectly displayed. Marks for the fight. The judges gave all 5 rounds to Petr Yan, 52-45, 52-45, 52-45. I appreciated the performance of the Russian fighter and the Stars Fight performance algorithm. Yan's rating for this fight was 9.1. As for Deiveson Figueiredo, who could not create much competition for a fighter from Russia, but at the same time sustained considerable damage and went the entire distance, he received a score of 7.3. Is Yan next in line for a title fight? After the Macau event, Petr Yan went on a winning streak for the first time since 2020. And if the victory over Song Yadong in March this year raised many questions, now they have disappeared. Finally, we saw the old Petr, charged, bright and diverse. Now we can safely say that Yan has recovered from a series of defeats and burst into the UFC title race. In a post-match interview with Michael Bisping, Petr managed to outline his championship ambitions. He made it clear that he was eager for a rematch with the current UFC lightweight title holder Merab Dvalishvili. Merab, before the fight, you said that Deiveson is the #1 contender for the title. Merab, what do you say now? I defeated the #1 contender and I want to have a rematch, Yan said. Dvalishvili immediately reacted to Jan's words on his social media page. Let's go, Jan, I'm ready for you. Perhaps Petr's victory really changed the balance of power in the title race and pushed the main contender of the division, Umar Nurmagomedov, into the background. If you like this review, then put a like. You can view statistics and analytics of other UFC fights in our Stats Fight, MMA Picks and Score app available in the App Store and Google Play.